Welcome to Tabletop Baseball Plus. As you can see, I'm going to be playing some Statis Pro Baseball, kind of the advanced version, if you will. And I pulled out some all-time great players. I've got a team made up of guys from the early 1900s up to about 1940s. It'll be these guys over here. I'm going to call them the Oldtimers. And then I've got a team of younger players, which I'm calling the Young Guns, and these guys go from, like Ricky Henderson here, he's from the 70s to 2000s. There's like one player that doesn't come into the 2000s. That's George Brett. He's the old man of the team. George Brett will be the old man. So Maddox will be starting for them. Walter Johnson for the Oldtimers. Here's a look at the lineups for the Oldtimers. Cobb, Jackson, Ruth, Fox, Wagner, Hornsby, Terry, Dickey, and Home Run Baker. For the Young Guns, Henderson, Gwynn, Bonds, Pujols, Brett, Rodriguez, Ripken, Alomar, Lofton. Maddox on the mound. Let's see if we can remember how to play. And let's get started. And, you know, there's a few differences in this game. Obviously, some of the boards are a little different. The CD chart's different. The base running, advanced, or the advancing on hits, and of course there is also this, the ballparks, which we need to find out if. Let's see who's on the mound first. It's going to be Maddox on the mound first. The Oldtimers are the visitors. I'm going to flip Walter Johnson over. We need to see if Maddox has his good stuff or not. We're going to be playing in a neutral ballpark, which will be these numbers down here. So we'll flip a card. 86. 86 is right here. 85 to 88. You come up here, and that's -2 on his PB. So he does not have his best stuff. So instead of a 2.9, he's a 2.7. So Maddox drops down to his 2.7, and we are ready to get underway here. Ty Cobb will lead off. 7 still is going to be under Maddox. 82 is going to be an out. And he's an LN, so an LN's a pop out to second. No error. So Cobb retired, one away. Brings up shoeless Joe Jackson. 6 will still be under Maddox. 53 is going to be in the out. And he's an LN also. Ground out to third. Check for an error. And 3 to 20. And George Brett is a 5. So it is going to be an error. And an error 1 on the infield. So we'll go to the error chart. So it is just it's an error on Brett. He boots it. Jackson reaches. And he's a C stealer. I don't think you move the pitcher on an error. I don't believe. I'm not going to. So Babe Ruth is up a 4. It's off Maddox. 62 is an out. And Babe Ruth is going to be an LP. Ground out to first. No error. It's a G3. And that's probably a double play. G3 it is. 3-6-3. Double play. Ruth, disgusted with himself, hits into the double play to end the inning for the Oldtimers. So now it's Walter Johnson's turn on the mound. And we need to see if he has his good stuff. 46. Okay, so CD check. He is a RP. RP is a grounder to third. And Georgia Brett is a 4. So a 4 and a 12. It's going to be result A. Result A is going to be lead runner is out. No error. 5-3 put out for Jimmy Fox. Honus Wagner. BD, that's only if runners are on base. 12 is going to be off Wagner. 38. 38 is a double. So Wagner doubles. That'll knock Maddox down. 1. Brings up Rogers Hornsby. Actually, we do need to check for an error. 7-20. And that was a double to, it's not going to be an error. Alright, so now Hornsby, 8. It's off Hornsby. 14 is a single to left. No error. Runner on second. Single to left. Runner on second. Or single to the outfield. We'll check the, it's a 36. Wagner's an A, so he will score. 11-58. RBI single for Hornsby. Hit, run. And it's tied up 1-1. Here's Bill Terry. 7 is going to be off Maddox. 18 is a single to right. Drops him down 1. Hornsby, let's see, single to right. And Hornsby's a C, and we get a 83, so he'll only go to second base. 1 out, first and second. And now Bill Dickey. 7 is off Maddox. 84 is going to be an out. And he is an LP. Line out to first, no error. So 2 away. Brings up home run Baker. 10. It's going to be off Baker's card. 28. 28 is going to be a double, or yeah, double to left. That scores Hornsby. Terry to third. Let's see, he may go home on that. Double runner on first off the batter's card. It's off the batter's card. 63. 63. So he's a 3, so he does score. 2-run double by Baker. Hit. And then a 2 runs scored. Drops Maddox down to a 9. And it's 3-1 Oldtimers. Ty Cobb back to the top of the order is going to be off his card, an 8. 81. It's going to be an out. And he is an LN. So pop out to second with an error of 20. It's not going to be an error. Second pop out to second for Cobb. 3 runs though. 3-1 Oldtimers. Alright, so Walter Johnson back out on the hill. Cal Ripken to lead off. 8's off Johnson. 12 is going to be off as a single to left. No error. So that'll knock Walter Johnson down 1. I wanted to double check. We don't check for an error on the pitcher's card. So this one is the next card, and that is a 10. It's going to be off, not Ripken. Ripken just singled. Robbie Alomar. 15 is a single to left. Ripken is a B on the bases. 85. B and 85. He'll go to second and hold up. So first and second, 2 outs. How about nobody out? Kenny Lofton. He's going to hit away. CD. Check. He's an LN, so F8. So it's an F8. Center field. Cobb is a 3. 75. So result B. F8. Single falls in front of fielder. Runners advance 1 base, 2 bases of 2 outs. There's not 2 outs, so it drops in front of Cobb. For a single, we have bases loaded. Nobody out. Top of the order, Ricky Henderson. It's going to be off Johnson. 21 is a single to right. Don't check for an error, but we get a 27. Check the base runners here. That scores Ripken. Alomar's an A, single to right. And let's see, runner on second. Lofton, so they scores 2 runs. Lofton to third, first and third. So a hit and then 2 runs. First and third, nobody out. And here is Tony Gwynn. Henderson could try to steal. He is gonna try to steal. Huh. SPC or better must steal. Okay. Well, he's going to 44. 44. He's an double A plus. Stolen base. See if there's an error. 9 to 20. That's not going to be an error though. Stolen base, which they probably didn't even throw it all the way across because you got Lofton at third. So still nobody out. Second and third now. 6 off Johnson. 16 is a single to center. And a 68. That's off the pitcher's card. 68. Center field is Cobb with a forearm. The runner will go from second to third. So Henderson just goes to third. Lofton obviously scores. And It is now 4-3. Another hit, another run scored. Barry Bonds up. B or better must steal. Tony Gwynn is an A, so he must steal. And we get a 38. A and a 38 is going to be hold. So he doesn't steal after all. So 7's off Johnson. 64 finally got a high number as an out. And he is an LP. Ground out to second. No error. There's the G4. Runners on first and third. First and third back. G4, 4-6-3 double play. Third goes home. So Henderson scores. 2 outs. And that brings up Pujols. Base is clear now. 5's off Johnson. 45 is a walk. So both pitchers kind of struggling here. So George Brett, 4, it's off Johnson. 28, strikes him out. Almost bat around. They get 4 runs. It's 5-3 now. The young guns. Maddox. Back on the hill. It is Joe Jackson. 7 will be Maddox. 25 is a ground out to second. So 1 away. Brings up the Babe. Let's check for an error on that. There's no error. Okay, so now the Babe's up. CD, he's an LP. Line out to first. Liner to first. Pujols is a 5. 84. So B. 81 to 88. So it's going to be result B on a L3. Infield single, runners advance 1 base. Or actually single to right field, runner on second scores. There's no runners. So single past the diving Pujols. I need to turn Walter Johnson over. And move Maddox down 1. 7's off Maddox. 14. Single to left. Ruth is a B. And 54. Single left off the... That was off the pitcher's card, right? Henderson's a 3. And 54. It's going to be first to second. So still 1 out, first and second. I think I moved him down 1. 2s off Maddox. 83 is an out. RN, fly to left, no error. So 2 away. Hornsby, 5s off Maddox, 67's an out. And he is an RP. Line out to short, no error. So bottom of the third. Pudge Rodriguez. 9's off Johnson. And a 31 will be a strikeout. So Pudge strikes out for the second time. Here's Ripken. 6 off Johnson. 22. 22 is a single to right. Ripken 2 for 2. So CD check, or actually, yeah, CD check. He's a left LN. So on F5, third base. Baker's a 3. 46. 3 and a 46 is a result A. Pop out runners hold. No error. So 2 away, Ripken at first. Kenny Lofton, the speedster. Walter Johnson's card. 85 is going to be an out. LN. Ground out to second, no error. So we go to the fourth. Bill Terry, 5s off Maddox. 21, however, is a single to right. So that brings up Bill Dickey. 7 off Maddox. 46. Strikeout. 1 out, 1 on. Home run Baker. 10 is going to be off his card. 21. Single to center. And no error. Single to center. We get a 58. Center field. Center field is Lofton, and he is a. Actually, we're looking at the runner. That's what we got to look at. Bill Terry's a C, so he'll go to second. So Ty Cobb popped out a couple times today. First and second, 1 out. CD check. LN. GX4. Second base is a 3. 84. That's probably not good. It's going to be result B. Single to center field. Runners advance 2 bases. So Terry will score. And Baker to third. First and third. Maddox now down to a 4. Joe Jackson up. Cobb is going to try to steal. 36, and I believe that's a good stolen base. Actually, he's an A. He's an A stealer. So 36 is going to be right there. He holds. All right, Joe Jackson, 9. Be off his card. SPA or better must steal. Do we continue? I think we're in the middle of an at-bat here, so 66 is an out. He's an LN. Pop out to first. No error. So 2 away. So that brings up the Babe with 2 outs, first and third. And an 8 is going to be off Ruth. 24. And that is gone. 23-32, the home run. And the Babe has hit 1 out off Maddox. It's a 3-run shot. Back come the Oldtimers. And that's going to be all for Maddox. He is done. And that'll bring on Randy Johnson. We'll take a little time out. Okay, so we need to see if Randy Johnson, what kind of stuff he has today. 66, that should be his normal stuff. It is. Here at neutral field. And he is a 2-9 for righties and lefties. And he's a 17. So here we go. Facing Jimmy Fox. 4. Off Johnson. 53. 53 is a walk. So he walks Fox. Drops him to a 16. Fox at first. Honus Wagner. 10 is going to be off Wagner. 24. 24 is a single to center. Fox will go to second, I believe. Let's see. Single to center. And off the batter's card. And he's a C. We got a 51. Yep, he'll go to second. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Hornsby. Drops him down another one. BD check. Oh no. And I think, let me take a little time out here. Hold on. Okay, so on a BD check, we'll check the next number is a 77. You add the clutch number off the pitcher card, +1, so that makes it a 78. And we go into his BD results here. 78's a double. Right there, double for Hornsby. And on a BD check, everybody scores. Wow, so 2-run double for Hornsby. There's a hit and 2 runs. Dropping Johnson. Neither team's pitching is holding up very well. Here's Bill Terry. 7's going to be off Johnson. 71 will be an out. And he's an LP. Line out to second. No error. 3, 4, 5, 6 runs. 3, 4, 5, 6 runs. It's 9-5. And they're going to make a pitching change. The Oldtimers are. They're going to bring in Cy Young. Cy Young. He's a 2-9. and a 17. So facing Ricky Henderson, top of the order. 2 will be off Young. All we need to check is stuff. 73 is good stuff. Okay, normal stuff. 5 is off Young. 88. It's an out. And he is an RN. So fly to deep left, no error. One away, Tony Gwynn, 8. It's off Young. 63 is an out. LN. Fly to deep right, no error. 2 away, Bobby Bonds. How about Barry Bonds? 10 is going to be off Bonds. 63. 63 is a walk. So a 2-out walk to Bonds. Brings up Pujols. 9's off Young. 72 is going to be an out. RP. Ground out to first, no error. We'll go to the 5th. Bill Terry. Not doing the rare plays. Nobody's on base. 7. It's off Johnson. And 31 is a strikeout. Bill Dickey. Nobody's on base. CD, he's an LP. Deep right. Right fielder Gwynn is a 3. 22. He may make that play. Fly to deep right. Spectacular catch of deep fly. Runner on third scores. There's no runners. No error either. So 2 away, nobody on. Haven't had a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Oldtimers since the first. 8, Johnson. 31's a strikeout. 2 Ks in the inning. Now we'll go to the top of the 5th. George Brett. CD, he's an LN. LN is a pop out to the catcher. 35, catcher. Dickey's a 3, and F2, pop out to the catcher for George Brett. 1 away. Pudge Rodriguez, 3. Gonna be off Cy Young. 65 is an out. And he is an RP. So line out to third. No error. Brings up Ripken. Nobody's on base. 3. Cy Young. 87. And out. And he's an RP. Line out to short. Things settling in a little bit here. Top of the 6th. Ty Cobb. 5's off Johnson. 68 is an out. LN. Ground out to the catcher. No error. Joe Jackson, 9. It's going to be off Johnson. 55. It's a walk. Slim chance to walk, but he found it. Joe Jackson, he's going to try to steal. $82. I need to drop him down one. Let's see. Okay, 82. And Jackson's an A. So we got to keep coming down till we find 82. It's going to be in the catcher's area. And if he's a TA, Rodriguez, an A+. So he is caught stealing. So caught stealing, Joe Jackson. Pudge guns him down. So 2 away, the babe's up. 10's going to be off Ruth. 86. So that'll be an out. He's an LP. LP is ground out to first. Ground out to first, and 13 to 20 is not going to be an error. So bottom of the 6th inning. Roberto Alomar, 8, is going to be off Young. 33. 33 is a strikeout. One away. It's 9-5, 9-5 ball game. Oldtimers. Here's Kenny Loft in the 9 hole. Cy Young's going to be off his card. 53 is going to be an out. LN. Ground out to first. No error. Back to the top. Ricky Henderson. 7. It's going to be off Cy Young. 43 is a walk. Another slim opportunity. Ricky found it. He's going to take off. And 64. A plus. Double A plus 64. Cy Young's hold rating is a B. So, pick off, question mark. If hold rating is red or black, runners picked off, it is not. Otherwise, runner holds. Okay, so no stolen base for Henderson at this moment. Tony Gwynn. 11's going to be off Gwynn. 78 though is going to be an out, and he is an LN. Ground out to short. No error. We'll go to the 7th. Jimmy Fox. 8. It's off Johnson. 18 is a single to right. For Jimmy Fox. Brings up Honus Wagner. 5's off Johnson. 37 is a strikeout. Here's Hornsby. 7's off Johnson. 81 is going to be an out. RP. Ground out to third. A. No error. G3 or G5A. G5A with a runner on first. So it's a 5-3. Runner to second. 2 away. Brings up Bill Terry. No bench players, by the way. 8 is going to be off Johnson. 21. Ground out to Ground out to second. So bottom of the 7th. Barry Bonds. Young Guns down 9-5. 5's off Cy Young. 74. Out. He's an LP. Ground ball back to the mound. No error. 1 away. Pujols. CD check. He's an RP. Shortstop. 31. Shortstop is Wagner 4, and that'll be a good play. It'll be a line out to short. 2 away. Here's George Brett, the old man of the Young Guns. 12 will be off Brett. 52 is going to be a walk. So a 2-out walk issued by Cy Young. Here's Pudge. 3 is off Cy Young. 36 struck him out. So we go to the 8th inning. Still 9-5 Oldtimers. Here's Bill Dickey, 7. It's off Randy Johnson. 67 is an out. Ground out to second. No error. I put L4. It's a 4-3 is what it is. Home run Baker. 2 for 3 for Baker. He's doubled, singled, scored a run. 6. Off Johnson though, 46 struck him out. 2 away, back to top of the order. Tyrus Cobb. 6. Johnson 16. Single to center. And we'll drop him down 1. He's going to try to steal. 77. And he's an A. But let's see, catcher Rodriguez is an A. And he's going to get him. Catcher with an A. Actually, an A plus. He's an A plus arm. No, he's not. Yeah, he is. He's an A plus. My bad. Caught stealing. So Pudge guns down his second would-be base stealer of the game. Nothing in the 8th for the Oldtimers. Here is Cal Ripken. Bottom of the 8th, 9-5 ball game. 6. That's off Cy Young. 77's an out. And RP. Ground out to the mound. No error. 1 away. Roberto Alomar is going to be off Young. 22 will be a single to right. Drop him down 1. 1 on, 1 out. Kenny Lofton. A 2 is off Cy Young. 17. Single to center. And Alomar's an A. 52. That is off the pitcher's card. Single center. Off pitcher's card. And we get a 52. And center fielder is throwing arms of 4. Ty Cobb, the 4. So he'll go to second. First and second with 1 out. I already dropped him down 1, I think. There's a lot to remember in this game sometimes, and When you're not used to playing it, you forget things. 4 is off off Cy Young. 23, single to right. And no error. You don't check. It's a 13. Single to right. Runner on second. And off the pitcher's card, right fielder, Ruth, he's a 3. Scores. And runner on first is Lofton. And he will, that was a single. Single, he'll go to third. (9-6) ball game, first and third. So a hit and a run. Brings up Tony Gwynn. First and third, 1 out. Henderson is going to stay put for the moment. 2's off Cy Young. 27 just hit the strikeout range. So a rare strikeout of Tony Gwynn there, but that's a big one. That's 2 outs. Brings up Barry Bonds, and they're going to go to the bullpen. Let's take a timeout. So Lefty Grove now on to face Barry Bonds, the lefty. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. I think Henderson's going to stay put. They don't want to risk getting thrown out. Bonds at the plate. 3. Oh, we got to check his stuff. He's an 18. He got an 18. And that will be +1. So instead of a 2, he's a 2.9 both ways. He's going to be a 2.10. So he has better than normal stuff today. He's a 15. Okay, now 12. I have this -12 here. I've been kind of watching that, trying to make sure I don't miss these. So when you get a 12, if the batter has a 12, -12, instead of being off the batter card, it goes to the pitcher card. So he's got a -12 versus lefties. PB number is a 12. So instead of being off his card, it's going to be off Grove. 56 is an out. And he's an LP. Fly to right. Make sure there's no error. There is none, and that is the end of the inning. They pick up a run, and it's 9-6. 9-6 ball game. We'll go to the 9th inning. And the Young Guns are going to bring in a reliever timeout. Mariano Rivera. Let's check. He's a 2.9. Okay, we'll stay there. And he's a 7. Check his stuff. 43. Good, normal stuff from Mariano. So Joe Jackson leading off, top of the 9th. 8. It's off Rivera. 87 is an out, and he is an LN. It's ground out to first. No error. So 1 away. Brings up the Babe. 12. It's going to be off Babe's card. 66 is a walk. He and Bonds have that on-base percentage way up there. So 1 on, 1 out. Jimmy Fox, 5 is going to be off. Rivera, 51, out. And he is a RP. Grounded to first, A. No error. G3A. It's unassisted, put out, runner to second. So Ruth at second with 2 outs. And Honus Wagner. 9's going to be off Rivera. 76 is going to be an out. Fly to left. He's an RN. No error. So we move to the bottom of the 9th. Last call for the young guns. They're going to stick with Lefty Grove. We've got Albert Pujols leading off. Nobody on base. Nobody on base. 6. It's going to be off Grove. 76 is an out. He's RP. Ground out to short. No error. Brings up the old young gun, George Brett. CD check. He's an LN. Catcher. Dickey is a 3 and a 32. That will be a ground out. To the catcher. What was that? That was a G2A. Catcher holds on to foul tips, a strikeout. Nice job by Dickey. So down to their last out. Here's Pudge Rodriguez. 5. It's off Lefty Grove. 52. It's going to be an out unless there's an error. RP. And pop out to short. No error. And that's your ball game. So 9-6, your final. 9-6 final. The Oldtimers win it. That big 4th inning. Ruth with a homer. He ends up going, what, 2 for 4? Walk, home run, 3 RBIs. It was a 3-run homer. Let's see. Those starters just kind of, the starters struggled, but then the things kind of leveled out there as we got going. Henderson got on 4 out of 5 times. 3 singles, a walk, 2 stolen bases, RBI, and Ty Cobb, he was 2 for 5. Got thrown out stealing by Pudge. Pudge did throw out 2 runners. It was Cobb and Jackson. Threw both of them out. So fun game. I like this version of it. It takes a minute to get into the flow of it and kind of remember how things go, and I'm sure I'm missing things. You guys can let me know all the mistakes I made. Doesn't bother me. It's part of life. You make mistakes. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me, and we'll do it again soon. Until next time, you guys have a great day. Take care, and God bless.